So, do you guys know anyone where, for them, everything is always...
It's all about the GAINZ!
You know, that person or people that are always turning down social outings for the gym?
Nah, bro, I can't do a movie on Friday. That's leg day. Sorry, bro. I'ma miss your birthday weekend in Vegas because I got a meal prep. Yo, my bad, bro. I can't make it to your wedding. I gotta go to Fit Expo. GAINZ!
You know, that same person that you would expect to help you on moving day because they have muscles and stuff, but instead they spend their day at the gym lifting weights instead. And then they go and post on Instagram about being at the gym on a Friday night with the caption like,
"Yo, everybody out at the bars tonight, but this my bar. Getting it in while everybody else is out. Hashtag respect grind."
And when they finally do go out, you know, they're at the club or at the bar and everybody else is having a good time and they're standing there in the corner with their bottle of water, calculating the calories in everybody else's drinks.
Let's see here now. Okay, 2 shots of whiskey plus 2 PIR, carry the exponent.
You know who I'm talking about. The person at the grocery store that's pushing around the shopping cart full of chicken breasts, tilapia fillets, broccoli, and gallons of water. That's me. Now, if you said no and those situations seem normal to you, then you just might be that person in your group of friends. And I just want to say, I feel you, bros. See, the thing is, for me, I've been told by my friends and people that are close to me that I can make people feel anything from sorry for me that I don't enjoy the foods that they get to enjoy to uncomfortable because of the way that I make them feel when it comes to food. I don't mean to do that. In addition to that, I've also been asked things like, why can't you just skip like one day? Are your muscles going to deflate? Is the gym going to break up with you? And it got me thinking, at what point do we say it's too much, and at what point could it be negatively impacting other areas of our lives? Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You're probably saying, why don't y'all just go get some new friends? Like-minded ones. Ones who are also all focused on
GAINZ!
And to that, I just have to ask, is that too much and is that being unreasonable? As if we only make friends with people who help us achieve our goals, as if friends are only people to help us get to something. But at the same time, I'm not saying that we should all just go and give up on our goals and just make everybody comfortable and just be fat and happy together. And so I wanted to ask you guys, where is that balance? And how do you maintain it? I'm seeing this infographic about the costs and trade-offs of getting lean and looking good. And at the high end of the healthy scale, you have males that are 15 to 20% body fat and females 25 to 30% body fat. And at that level, it's relatively easy. Exercise, 3 to 5 times a week, moderate intensity level, proper meals, not eating to the point that you're stuffed, and cutting back a little bit on sweets and desserts. And the claim was, at that level, you would look good and be healthy, but not be super lean. But a lot of us, and to be honest, that includes me, we're not happy being at this level. Because we want to be ripped. Shredded. Can I have a band-aid for my cuts? Then we move to the next level. 11 to 14% body fat for guys and 20 to 24% for women. And at this level, things become a little bit more difficult. Exercise sessions need to be at least 4 or 5 times a week and at least 60 minutes with moderate to high intensity. Meals need to be roughly measured for macros, and 90% of the meals can't be eaten until completely full. Desserts only 2 to 3 times a week within reason, and requires a lot more planning and consistency, especially when it comes to diet. And the transition down to this level is not impossible, but does require roughly 50% more time and planning to stay there. And so there is an impact when it comes to maintaining this kind of lifestyle, especially when it comes to social situations. Now, below that, the next level is the 6 to 10% body fat for men and the 16 to 20% body fat for women. And the transition down to this level starts to become very difficult. And this is when your abs are pretty much always showing. This is where you're carb cycling, keeping a good measure of your macros. Workout sessions are at least 4 or 5 times a week with 60 to 90 minutes at high intensity. And it becomes somewhat difficult to maintain timely hobbies or relationships outside of fitness. The transition down to this level is hard, especially towards the bottom end of the spectrum. Below that, and you have your elite bodybuilders on contest day, which I don't think many of us are trying to achieve. And at this level, fitness is basically your life, and actually, it's unhealthy to stay at that body fat level. It's actually bad for your health. So I think reasonably for most of us, we would like being at the level just above this. But to be honest, even there, it's pretty difficult, and it requires some sacrifices that most people are not willing to make. Now, for the most part, I tend to think that most of us that work out tend to be pretty positive people. I squat because I'm sad. And we tend to understand that positive body image and health go hand in hand. But the difficult thing then becomes, how do we help those around us maintain their positive body image when their goals for physical and fitness don't quite align with ours? And especially when a lot of social interaction and hanging out with friends actually does involve time spent over food. And for me, the key here is balance. Honestly, it's easy for me to lose sight of the bigger picture. Oftentimes, I can become so fixated on my goals and my gains that they become the top priority in my life, and I end up alienating people. And I forget that fitness and health and looks and physical sometimes may not be the same thing. And a healthy lifestyle goes beyond just having shredded abs. It includes maintaining healthy friendships and relationships. And if enjoying a small ice cream is what it's going to take to do that, I think it's probably worth it. And so, I don't know, this is something that I'm still learning and I'm still working on, so I'd love to see your guys' thoughts on this. Now, along with that, I really appreciate all of you guys that leave comments, especially the super long ones. I read all of the comments and it really helps me feel like I'm connecting with you guys. And so I just want to thank you guys for continuing to support me. I honestly feel like I have some of the best comments here on YouTube. And I've also got a suggestion to make a Q&A video, which I think I'll do. So go ahead and leave me more comments and questions and I'll go ahead and answer them in a future video. Thanks.